if you CMB atechemu ana.
Charlie, serious, CMB, Koforidia, Atechem, to all our people right there,
Yeah.
Lagazee rolling into our house, all of that stuff, some great times,
Yeah.
we'll come far.
We come from far.
Beautiful.
Brother David, how has the vibe been like, with you? You understand me, in this musical space?
For me, it's important to keep your focus and keep your eyes on the road. So I have always felt that, our journey in terms of starting off as a musician and having a dream and constantly staying true to the dream and building myself out of here, also throughout around the world, and also seeing the scene too also grow organically. I mean, without the institutions that, I see around that other countries and other people are privileged to have with. But I feel that the talent pool in Ghana has really been the driving force, which has lifted our music and put our music into various places around the world. Right now, when you talk of Ghanaian music has done very, very, very well. Despite the fact that we have not been privileged to have certain institutions that you find in places like Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal, Nigeria, all of these other countries that have had proper, strong institutions that be able to project their music around. So, and then the sheer power of our cultural and musical innovation too has been a pace setter too for the rest of the continent. And I feel that when we look at it, we have to appreciate whatever gifts God has given us and where we are. So for me, I just look at, once we have life, we can always take another step forward and we give thanks for where we are right now. Yes, man.
It kind of look like Rocky Dawuni is more home now.
Yes. I was spending a lot of time traveling around, from the early parts of my career because there was the need for me to if you believe in something, you have to go out to the places and leave the comfort of your home and be able to assert yourself in certain places where you know that your message and vision can be amplified.
Okay.
So from the beginning, I have been that mindset and evangelism, going out to the world, playing, touring, being in places where the culture of music happened, creating institutions even within those places. Los Angeles being there, the heart of music, starting institutions like Afrofunky that became an instrument to push African music and my music too within there, and also all around the United States. And then also, releasing albums, touring, and pushing myself out there. But then I also felt, just like from the beginning, I felt that it's almost sankofa. You have to go out there, ignite a fire, and then you come back home and be at home and nurture that fire. So I have been, my base has shifted here for a long time, and from here I project from here, from the center of the earth.
All right.
Yes.
In terms of touring now, where haven't you been yet? Which country?
Oh my God, yeah. Well, there's. I can't even imagine which countries I haven't been. Antarctica? Yeah, that's the only place I haven't been, Because I even was instrumental in really bringing like reggae music, one of the first reggae music concerts in Greenland.
Wow.
Yeah. I did a huge concert in Greenland, bringing the power of reggae there. And, after that, I remember even having conversations with Ziggy about it, and Ziggy was like, I heard, like reggae, and I was like, yes, it's very well, people responded and received it over there, So I've been blessed, where, which country? India, I've toured India, where's the Holy Land? I've played Israel, I've played for the Vatican, I've played, Costa Rica, Brazil, everywhere where we can really imagine our music being. I've been there and flown the flag of Ghana and sung in Ghana and seen people jump up and wave our flags, So,
Wow.
So the thing is that to whom much is given, much is expected. And I feel that believing in the ideal of as a cultural emissary of our country, and every time, regardless of losing body comforts of home and being out there and pushing this music has really helped to create a foundation of our music all around the world, which I feel a lot of our musicians right now are benefiting from in so many ways. And for me, it's a matter of that we are all instruments of a higher purpose. And I think that that is how I see my music. So I'm still walking the path, and there's still more mountains to climb, and more valleys to descend in. But I just hold that with gratitude and thankfulness. Yeah.
All right. So you made mention of Ziggy. You understand me? And I'm like, for all these years, you and the Mali brothers are kind of close on a level. So why no collaboration from that side yet?
Well, collaborations for me are always something that is natural. It has to come at divine ordained time. I remember even we're having a conversation with me and Shane. We were talking about like in terms of how we feel about collaborations in the text, and Shane was like, the collaboration are something that when the ancestors want it to happen, then it happens in a true way, And so I believe everything that in its own due time, when there is a reason for it to happen, it will happen. And when it happens, it will be such a beautiful thing to behold. I don't force things just because it's like what everybody does to attain fame. Everybody's looking for, I got to collaborate with this. I got to find this person, and this is the angle. I understand that in the industry you need angles to do that, but for me, I see my music as a divine calling and a mission. So I always leave that space for the hand of God to mold and direct me to where I feel that the message will be amplified, and also at the appointed time when I feel it will be necessary.
All right. 49 minutes going into the hour one here on Asaase Radio, the voice of our land. My name is King Lagazee, the 7-star general, and I'm here with a 3-time Grammy nominee, songwriter, and record producer, Mr. David Dawuni, a.k.a. Rocky Dawuni. I prefer to call him Brad David,
And also the question you just asked.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know that those names that you mentioned are great, but there is something on the next album too that is a surprise.
Wow. Wow. Oh, wow.
Yes,
I can't wait.
Yes, man, because I know when I tell you, everybody hear this secret already. You're like a public, you can't hold a secret.
No, but it is a good news, for Ghana and also the reggae community and the music industry at large. You understand me? For us to go that kind of higher height, I think it's putting our name almost everywhere and all that. Yes. Now, Jerry Chichidudu says, salute to the Kingman, Rocky Dawuni. He said, me just want to suggest to Rocky to reactivate in Ghana with some features. My list will be Stone, Samini, Shatta, Sak, Blacko, and Paluta. That music must never extinct.
Oh, that's a great idea, because for me, that song was a gift. You see, I always say that, as a musician, at some point you understand that when you remove your ego and you let the energy of your people rise through you, you create timeless pieces. And everybody comes and asks me, how did you write in Ghana? I said, I didn't write in Ghana. It's just a song that was waiting to be articulated. And it just happened that I was at the right space, right time to articulate the energy of it, because it's like an anthem, a timeless anthem. And it has also all around the world, that song is popular on people know that song, so to refresh it with the best that our country has would be an amazing project. I think that could be like a beautiful project to bring my brothers together,
of course,
and sisters too, to create, to reenact and refresh in Ghana as something that could be a gift for our nation.
Of course,
I feel that will be something that I will look forward to.
Definitely,
yes,
definitely.
Yes. So good idea.
Yeah,
good idea.
All right,
good idea.
All right.
Yes.
So David Hill says, Lagazee, this is the man. humble, simple, knowledgeable. I love him too. All right. I like how people are expressing their love for Rocky Dawuni. You understand me? Everything good and everything is all right in the place. Now, before we step into the main reason why Rocky is here this afternoon, I would like you to give me your opinion on this, about this Grammy thing that you know, it was all over the place in Ghana, and you know, Stonebwoy goes to boom and say his name should have been part of it and all that kind of thing and all that and all that. Rocky, what do you make of that?
You know, up till now, I have not read the article. I know about the article because I've seen extracts of it and all of that kind of stuff. But, you know, my whole thing is that anything that sheds attention on our music is a positive thing. You know, it gives our music a certain profile. If anybody can go back and look at when I was nominated for the Grammys, for you know, the last Grammys, on the red carpet, I was asked about my thoughts about the 50th, the anniversary of hip hop being celebrated around the world. And to name my 5 top hip hop artists on, you know, this was a question that was asked me. And I said that for me, the story of hip hop cannot be told without the names of Reggie Rockstone, without the names of Positive Black Soul. Because when you look at even the word of the hip-hop music was an extension of the African griot tradition that was articulated. So when we talk of hip life and, you know, Reggie Rockstone, you know, and I hear so many people trying to even question Reggie, you know, because the thing is that innovators are a product of their society, you know, and somebody who created an art form, projected it, and got a lot of, you know, created a movement out of it. I feel that it's something that needs to be recognized and honored. So this article, I feel it was something that was long coming, and I honor that it came. So we should be glad and celebrate it because it also shed, you know, light on a lot of Ghanaian musicians, you know, and you know, we should be appreciative and thankful for that. But the thing is that we should not, you know, I see the media too sometimes, this clickbaiting and all of that, trying to get people to say one thing and other things, you know. And Stonebwoy has contributed a lot to Ghanaian music and is still contributing a lot to Ghanaian music and is still pushing Ghanaian music in a lot of places, you know. And everybody's entitled to their opinion. You know what I mean? But in the long run, we celebrate each other. It's a positive thing that Ghanaian music has attention. Let's hold each other's hands. Let's work together as a movement. Let's spread, if each other releases a record, let various artists push it like some of our brothers in other places are doing. Let's all push it together because in the long run, we are a product of this generation. There's going to be another generation that will take over from us, just as we have walked in the steps of previous generations. So we don't have to feel that because we have had the limelight, that means we are God's only gift to our country. It takes all of us to advance all of us.
All right.
So let's celebrate this achievement and this light on our music, and let's be happy about it.
All right.
Yes, man.
Rocky Dawuni.
Yes.
Now, Rocky.
Yes.
You out with a brand new single.
Yes.
Rise. And I'm like, Rocky again with another single. You understand me? Which depict a lot of things, even from the rhythm, you know, standpoint.
It's Afro roots, man.
Yeah,
Afro roots, Charlie. You know, we've been cooking that sound for a long time, man. You know. Yes.
You know, to the message and all that. I'm like, Rocky Dawuni again. Rocky, tell us about, you know, Rise. What exactly inspired that? I know you've been working on this for a minute.
Yes.
What exactly inspired that?
Well, you know, Rise was really inspired by the need to kind of, you know, when you look the last few years, many people have gone through so much. We had COVID, and prior to COVID, you had even black people in the diaspora going through, George Floyd, all of these issues that has impacted people from all around. During post-COVID, many people have dealt with job losses, loss of income, loss of, their ability to take care of themselves. Mm-hmm. And we see that struggle going on all around the world. But for me, I felt that there was a need for a song of hope, mm-hmm. a song of empowerment, both to the individual and also to nations and also to people that, once when we dip from the valley, we must make it to the mountaintop. Mm-hmm. And we need a sound too that that connects the homeland to the diaspora to articulate a message that speaks to the time in which we are, that regardless of what we're going through as a people, as a nation, the challenges that we're going through, the political challenges, issues of corruption, issues of destruction of our environment, issues of destruction of our waterways, issues of betrayal of trust that is going on all around. We have to know that when we, the people, come together as one and trust in our destiny to overcome and also reach the highest ground, then the power is in our hands. So Rise is about a song. It's a song that tells us that you can never let the challenges of the time become a burden on your shoulder. You have the power. Once you sink deep and understand that power and know that that power is connected to us also coming together as a people, rising together as a people, organizing ourselves as a people, and then seeing the light on the mountaintop. That is Rise.
Wow. Rocky, I would like to find out whether this song is available on all digital platforms. I've seen the video as well.
Yes, the video is right. It was directed by twins, Donberg. They're amazing, incredible photographer twins who did the video. And then the song was also produced by Grammy-nominated producer, two producers. The first one, Grammy-nominated producer Nabin, who worked on Kanye West's album, also was nominated with Kanye West for the previous album, also worked on Travis Scott's new album, and also Firstborn, who has worked with Nicki Minaj and every major artist that you can imagine. And then in addition to it was mixed by Marshall Bryant, who mixed some of Kanye's stuff, also mixed Mary J. Blige. So I brought a lot of marquee, people to this song to also take the Afro sound that I've created and bring their perspectives to it. So the video also depicts our culture, our people, but in a picturesque way, in a beautiful way, showing that African culture is not static. African culture is dynamic, and it has been an influence and inspiration around the world. So this sound and the song is a song of now, but it's also the song of the future. It's a combination of high life elements with Afro elements, with reggae, both roots and dancehall elements, but at the heart of it is the message, is the consciousness. And we can hear our brother Bougie was talking about the lack of consciousness in music, Afrobeat. But Afro roots is Afrobeats with consciousness. This is Afro roots. This is Rise.
Brand new. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes,
this is real Afro roots.
Yes.
From Rocky Dawuni.
Yes, man.
Rocky, are we going to see some tours?
Yes. This is the first single from the forthcoming album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So as you see, it's being distributed by Tough Gong International.
Yeah.
And
Rocky, you get links, so
and also
Rocky get links.
And
up to them.
Yes, man. Yes,
Top
man.
Gong?
Yes, man. Yes, man. Yes, man. And the album that is coming out, later this year or early part of next year.
Okay.
It's really a beautiful diversified sound.
So if we may know, how
Yes.
many songs are we going to have on the album?
I don't know yet, because there's certain songs that are still in consideration that I'm working on that might make on the album, some might not. So I still have not finalized, and there are other songs.
Are there any features that people should expect?
My albums are not loaded with features.
I know.
I just want it to have that organic thing and not be every part be you just put plenty. It's like a crowd.
Yeah.
I want to have the message going through. There are a few strategic features on it.
Okay.
But a few. But it's really an amazing, incredible, beautiful album that's coming up. As Rise, you can see Rise is the first single, to really announce, this album, this forthcoming album. But now it's available everywhere. The video is available online, so everybody that's listening, and people too on their Instagram too, please use Rocky Dawuni Rise as your Instagram song. And they see plenty Ghanaians, they go post pictures of, then they go put some song from somewhere. They're on this, we have to use every medium that we have to honor and celebrate what is ours, and as we have laid our life and our spirit and our soul online throughout our career to elevate our country to the rest of the world. We've been what I call the sacrifice for our national integrity and projection of the African identity. So in what people can do is not necessarily just honoring it. They can just do that by just helping us project it over there. So anybody where they listen, your Instagram, you post your picture, look for Rocky Dawuni Rise and add it to it and help
Of course.
push this. The video too, and all streaming platforms. The song is available, Audio Mac, anyone that you can imagine. You go on, find Rise, share it, listen to it, get inspired. As you can see, the lyrics, imagine what we could do if we organize. Imagine where we could go if we unify. Rise. Now you know the thing way you for do. You stick yourself in the place where you stand tall. You watch your feet so that you go grow.
Definitely.
So it's all about us, about the way forward, about the mechanism of the future, about how there's a need for harmony and unity. And even right now, going into the election year, the rhetoric is dividing us as a people. The colors are dividing us as a people. But the only true color for all of us is the red, gold, green with a black star in it. So rise.
Rise.
Yes.
Yes.
Charlie, one more time, all right?
Of course.
One more time.
But
yes.
Before that,
Yes.
Impenifobu a baby say. So one kasa utri ho ye boni. So it is good that you've said that people should go on Instagram and use the song. You understand me?
Yes.
Attach to them pictures and put it out. You can also do the same thing on Facebook.
Yes.
You can do the same thing on
TikTok. Yes.
You understand me? Don't go on TikTok and post other things.
Yes.
Let's project our people.
Yes.
It was the main reason why, I've been saying this, for the previous years and all that let's forget about these camps. I am from here, and this one say I am this one say I am that. It kind of divides kind of us. You understand me? But let's come together as one and push a common goal by helping ones and ones. You understand me? A man was telling me that, Lagazee, I see a lot of Ghanaians when others are doing live. They go on the live, others from Europe and all, you see them sharing it. Why anytime if you come on the radio and you are playing and this same people step on your life, they don't share it? I said, well, I don't know. I can't hold the people them. You understand me? But we can all do this for ourselves. You understand? So that we will progress.
Well, the most important thing is that we cannot, it's only ourselves. Only we ourselves.
Definitely.
That can uplift ourselves.
All right.
And it's not going to take, we have gone through, as a people, we've gone through, colonization, independence, and now post-independence. and now the concept of the modern Africa and also the African Renaissance, which is a combination of who we are as a tradition, everything that we've learned from our travels, and then also the new tools that we have to forge a new identity. So that means that our culture, what we have, the whole world is yearning for identity. And Africa, when you even look at Ghana, how many tribes and cultures do we have? A whole lot. God has blessed us with diversity, and each of the diversity is rich. So we shouldn't let that diversity become an instrument of division. We shouldn't let our blessings become curses. So let's love each other. And let's not let we Rocky dear, Rocky of Rinofo, NTN just an inyum, I say you, way of Oya Ibenio, way Oya Santinio, way Oya see. All of these things that culturally was supposed to be a blessing to amplify our diversity and also give Africa the power to culturally infuse the world for the next millennia. We don't have to use that as a means to divide us, because you know what division does? Division opens ourselves for others to take advantage of us.
Definitely, Rocky.
So rise. Yes, man.
All right, so Kofi Odroban all the way from the UK says, Kof Town to the world.
Hey, you see, but Dabi, you divide us. So I don't say I'm from Kof Town, but I don't want to say Kof Town to the. I want to say Ghana to the world.
But this man they talk about it from Kofi Odroban.
Oh, I see, Charlie, big up to the Kof Town massive. Yeah. Big up. Ateche massive, all of them. I bet Santana them and all of those Kof Town boys where they talk plenty for them. Big up to all of them.
Definitely. So, Rocky, I would like to say thank you so much for coming.
Yes.
Then we'll put our eyes on the road and we'll be monitoring the works and all that kind of thing. And then we can't wait to have you back in the studio for us to go into the album.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yes,
man.
Yes.